Hellblaster squads are a fire support squad that harkens back to the Great Crusade and the dark days of the Horus Heresy, where entire squads could be armed with formidable plasma weaponry. Hellblasters are deployed to blunt an enemy assault, as a volley of their firepower can be likened to the raw, incinerating power of a solar flare, blasting armour to ash, flesh and bone to glowing specks, and reducing vehicles to molten slag. Hello and welcome to an extremely overdue edition of Tuesday Tactics, where we're finally going to be discussing Primaris Hellblasters Tactics on a Tuesday, but this time on a Monday. So Hellblasters are a relatively simple squad on the surface. They feature no additional special rules other than the standard Unleash Shall Know No Fear and combat squads. They also feature the standard Primaris stat lines in units such as intercessors. So despite the fluff describing them as being expert marksmen, they still only have a ballistic skill of 3+. I believe this is largely down to a balancing effect. Well, the choice comes with customizing this unit is with the weapons, however, as they feature 3 distinct loadouts that change the type of firepower, number of shots, range and strength values. Firstly, we'll be looking at the standard Plasma Incinerator. This is the cheapest and most well-rounded of the 3 options. The Plasma Incinerator is a 30-inch range weapon that has a standard strength of 7 and an AP of -4, as well as a damage of 1, and having the option to overcharge to increase both the strength and damage by 1, but causing you to automatically be slain on a to-hit roll of 1. This unit is your elite unit killer and should be treated as such. AP of -4 is nothing to ignore, as it's actually better at penetrating armour than a las cannon. Increasing to damage 8 with an overcharge also allows you to put the hurt on lighter vehicles easily, with most light vehicles then suffering damage on a 3+, and damage most others on a 4+. Essentially, there isn't a lot this unit can't do, so if you find your Primaris forces are lacking in the heavier firepower department, and you're tight for the points, you can't go wrong with this unit. The Assault Plasma Incinerator is next. Dropping to 24 inches of range and down to a standard strength of 6, but gaining Assault 2, and keeping the AP of -4. This unit is an infantry killer through and through. Assault 2 at 24 inches allows a unit of 5 to equal the shots of most 10-man standard troop choices, but the AP of -4 will outright ignore the armour save of all but the most elite. Even Space Marines in cover will only have a 6+ save. However, this unit will struggle to hurt vehicles due to a maximum strength value of 7, but the volume of shots they put out could potentially even this fact out. So, focus on infantry with these guys, and if you want to hunt some vehicles, be prepared to overcharge. The final unit we're going to be looking at is the loadout, which is the Heavy Plasma Incinerator. Now, this is the premier vehicle cracking option of the Hellblasters, and I'd go as far to say in the entire Primaris range so far. With a standard range of 36 and a base strength of 8, whilst being heavy 1, this unit will easily put the hurt on most Codex and Index vehicles bearing super heavies. Boosting the strength to 9 almost guarantees the crippling of a vehicle in 1 round of shooting, even if it doesn't outright kill it. For example, a Land Raider versus an overcharged unit of heavy plasma incinerators will be suffering 2 points of damage for every 3+ to wound roll you make. However, they will only ever have 1 shot each, and heavy means they will want to avoid movement at all costs. Now, of these squads, all sergeants have the option to take a plasma pistol, but you don't want this unit in close combat anyway, where the plasma pistol is most useful, and the main gun is just flat out better in almost all circumstances anyway, so skip this option and just save your points. Buffing this unit is a standard Primaris run. You'll want to take as many characters as possible. Captains in particular shine with this unit, as it allows you to reroll hits of 1, so you can maximise your number of shots. This is particularly good if you're overcharging, just because it will allow you to reroll the 1s which will slay a model. However, the raw damage output of this unit means you can skip a lieutenant if they're needed elsewhere, as they'll be damaging most guys on a free anyway. This unit is also perfectly capable of functioning on its own unsupported. You'll point it at an enemy unit and pick it apart, and that's exactly what these guys specialise in. It is, however, important to note that the wording of overcharged weapons means that the model dies straight out to a roll of 1, meaning that a 2-wound Hellblaster could die to an unlucky roll, so when overcharging, make sure you're prepared to potentially lose some models, as opposed to just wound them. This isn't something you really notice on single wound guys, such as a plasma gun in a tactical squad, but you will feel it on your 2-wound models, or even more so if you're using plasma on characters. A character that grants +1 to hit, however, means they can never actually suffer this, as the minimum they can roll is a 2, meaning you can then overcharge your heart's content. So, if you like this video, please leave a like and drop a comment below to share your thoughts. It's a Tuesday Tactics on a Monday for Christmas, and this has been That Welsh Nerd, and I will see you in the next one.